And we're live. Hi, good morning, everyone. And hello, Julie. I'm sorry that we started a little bit late, but today is such a great day. And we have our special guest for today, Julie Quizon. She is a skiniologist and an entrepreneur. She's into holistic artistic well, yeah, she's into holistic aesthetics, and she also has her own brand of organic skincare line, and it's called Yodiha. Welcome, Julie. I'm so glad that we're here, we're live, and it feels so great.
Hello, mabuhay Philippines, yodeha. Thank you for having me. This is a great opportunity for me to be here. And hello Philippines. We're finally live.
Yes, we are. And I will be giving the mechanics of the raffle draw in a bit. All right. We'll just wait a little while so that more
Sure.
people would come in and would have the chance to be the lucky winner because
Yeah,
two of
exciting.
you two of you will be getting an organic skincare package, care of Julie, of course, and
Yeah.
it will include you discuss it. I am sure it would be more vibrant if you're the one who's going to explain what they're going to get.
Yeah. So anyway, for the two lucky winners who are gonna be joining us and listening to us because they wake up at this time, at in the Philippines. So you guys would have a free online consultation, and with free online consultation, I will specifically create kind of their own organic line. So very specific to whatever it is. So it's like a prescription too. So it's personalized organic set for them. So it includes wash, toner, moisturizer, and all the beauty regimens that they need for eye cream. So it's gonna be exciting, and I'm super looking forward to know who's gonna win this prize. So there are two winners who are gonna be. So anyway, I have a little surprise. I didn't tell you. So we have another one. So we have two winners for adult skincare and online consultation. The other one would be winning. This is from Vela, from my baby one, for our advocacy. So a baby gift box set for Yodiha Baby Organic. So there would be three winners. She has to be a mom of toddler or a dad, whoever. Basta merong anak. The baby. So we'll figure it out. So that's additional one. So yeah. So those are exciting prizes and amazing prizes that we'll be giving away. That is part of our advocacy campaign at the same time, introducing safe cosmetics to everyone.
Mhm. Hold on, because it's not showing in Facebook right now, so I'm not sure
Okay.
if we're really going live. Let me
So it
see.
says live on Facebook.
Yes, it
Okay, let
has
me check.
to. Oh, it's now on my private profile. I have to share it's a group, all right?
Good. Okay.
Let's just do it. Wow, this is now going live on my own personal account. I'm so sorry.
So it's okay.
But let's go to the group. I'll share the watch party over there. So now we have a bigger audience.
Okay.
This is ayon. Okay, so I know that we started live in my private profile page, but now we're live here in highly favored and financially blessed. I'm really so sorry that I got anon. It was such a confusion, technicalities. and of
Yeah,
course
it's okay.
human error on my end as well. But
That's
now that
okay.
you're part of the watch party here in Highly Favored, I'll just reiterate again what we have discussed, and I'll introduce Julie once again. All right. So everyone, let's meet Julie. She is a skiniologist and an entrepreneur. She is into holistics, aesthetic, and she also has her own brand of skincare line. So we Julie was just discussing what the freebie is going to be for those who are tuning in right now. And I'm really glad that she was explaining, and I got to realize that the live was actually playing in my own personal profile page. Wow. But now I share the watch party to highly favored and financially blessed. So once again, we'll have two lucky winners who has a chance to win an organic skincare product with consultation and free products. And just right now, Julie was saying that there would be how many winners again for the baby product?
So, well, there's a set of baby product, but we could probably share it to three of them. It's a package, and we give them individual products. So, sharing is wonderful and kindness. So, I felt that this is part also of our advocacy of, we call it the Happy Skin campaign, the
Mhm.
holistic advocacy for protecting our pediatric through their skincare, and also at the same time I kind of create an acronym out about that. So here we go. So we are a founder of a Happy Skin campaign, which is a holistic advocacy protecting pediatric young, and a safe cosmetics, just K because Filipino ingredients and natural. So for Filipino or Tagalog translation, we call it Sagradong Kutis, ingatan ninyo. So we will have our pediatric skincare line, which is Urea Organics Baby. It's safe for baby. It's all natural and 100% organic products. And it is was grown here in Ontario, produced, take care. We kind of take care of it like a little baby. We grow and we produce and make sure it's all organic and natural ingredients and safe for baby. And we're also part of the Safe Cosmetic campaign, which is based in US, but it has an international group, and we are part of the Safe Cosmetic Canada. So that's part of our advocacy. And yeah, welcome everyone, and thank you for watching our Soul Talk.
Yes. How did it all start that you eventually ventured into organic skincare?
So the organic skincare is a little bit of my storyline when I started my clinic a few years ago here in Canada. And there's actually more of, I'm into medical aesthetics and as a nurse in medical aesthetics. And then there's a high demand. So I felt like there's a lot of kind of awakening about the the trend of yoga, meditation, organic, vegan, and all those. So the trend is really emerging here in our area. And of course, my background is medical nurse, anything which is Western medicine, right? And also from a pharmaceutical company. And this is something new to me. And before that, I love all natural products, but because I am trained with medicine, drug companies, pharmaceutical companies, nursing, and medical aesthetics. And this is something kind of doubt at first, but there is a high demand for my clients. And then when I tried the product, amazing results, no reaction, and I fell in love with organic skincare products.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, I think pre-existing before I get pregnant, also with my baby Vela. Um, so a story background of a little bit more. We're having difficulty conceiving a baby, and so it's really a personal story of mine, which pertains me to go forward to
Mhm.
organic skincare, organic personal care products. So I started using organic products. These are the organic products that I'm using right now, and these are products that we are promoting.
Mhm.
And during that time, so well, the summary
All
of the
right,
story
wait,
is
hold on. Before we go to that, because that's also an interesting story,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
But you were telling us that you started with medicine, with nursing,
Mhm.
with medical aesthetics, and then right now you're into holistic aesthetics. So there was a
Yeah.
shift. You saw the trend that there was a trend going to yoga, to meditation, to everything that is holistic and organic. And
Mhm.
how did you go with that shift? How did you flow that you were able to become an holistic aesthetic practitioner at this point?
Um, so from yeah, so the transition was from the medical aesthetic, which my plan is to do Botox, laser, and all those non-invasive,
Mm.
non-surgical, because I'm obsessed with beauty, and but eventually it kind of I have this pivot of I felt that that's the time when I'm kind of aware more spiritually, that it moves towards the change of my soul also to what my body needs, and I'm more aware about my body. Like before, I know that I have soul and body, but um I don't do them holistically
Mm-hmm.
because of what we were trained. We call it the Newtonian physics, right? The Newtonian science, that our body is like mechanicals, how we treat it, and that it's not holistic approach. So we always have this little inclination about how voodoo it is and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
eventually, it's just I realized maybe part of the awakening of your soul is going holistic, and it cures me and it
Mm-hmm.
helps me conceive. So
Yes,
for me,
actually, that's a beautiful story. But for the rest of the viewers who do not understand what holistic actually means, you're the best person who could actually explain it to us. What's the difference of the holistic approach when it comes to skincare, to aesthetics? Because with medicine, with medical
yeah,
aesthetics, it's invasive, it's Botox, it's
uh,
surgery and all those other things. But now the approach is holistic in nature. How better is this? What's the benefit of holistic aesthetics?
so for holistic aesthetics is I could probably okay here. Um, hold on. So for holistic aesthetics, there's a lot actually of benefits. So way back before, right? So before all this before all this medical pharmaceutical company and production, our great ancestors are already like the shamans, right? The healers, the natural healers. It is natural, and then whatever natural is good for us. So because we are natural element, and anything is very simple. Anything that is synthetic is not natural.
Yeah.
So we should be using natural products. It's very simple as that. But then it's hard to find because basically economically too. I mean, we were used to have all these big boxes to provide us with all our needs, and it's not sustainable. Now we have all these crazy things going on socially, and if everything is locked down, we don't have anything for us left.
Yeah. But you know, there
because
is
we are
a
so dependent.
yes, but right now I can see a growing trend because of the lockdown, because of the pandemic. Everyone is
Mm,
staying home. A lot of people that I know are really getting in touch with nature. They're growing plants. They're finding ways on how to live a more simple life. So I
yeah.
think the trend is really there right now. And it's no longer a trend. It's actually a new lifestyle, a new norm that's happening right now. And
Mhm.
what's good about it is that you've already started in your journey of going holistic. And I love that. You also mentioned when we were talking, that's why I got so interested with your work, is that um, beauty is not just skin deep. There are a lot of manifestations that is shown through our skin. Like if we have rashes, usually there is an underlying ailment or
Mhm.
emotional issues, and you're able to. It's part of your gift to actually see that or be aware of that. Maybe you could expound
Discuss
more.
more about it. Yeah. So, well, my plan is really to do just skincare. When I was having my Pearl Medical Skincare Clinic, that was the name of my clinic. Now we converted it to Skiniologist, an online thing, which we will be discussing later. Um, so along the way, there is a lot of underlying conditions which they have. The skin is just, well, it's the largest breathing living organ in your body, and 60% of what you apply in your skin gets absorbed into your bloodstream, right? Which then gets circulated around your whole body. But if you knew what toxins non-organic skincare products contained, you wouldn't think twice before you use it. So it's no surprise to see more, as you said, more people are switching to organic skincare products. And there is a lot of things that you would consider. And so during the time, kind of more of like investigative journalism, try to investigate because of my thorough assessment, because of my background also as a nursing. So a thorough assessment of really knowing more about their conditions, and for me to know more about what's going on to their skin is because of their medical background too. So meaning historic background of their medical conditions and all this other underlying disease, chronic disease that, and it affects their skin. So, and they would have skin irritation, and they would have hives, right? And redness, acne, like those are usually the triggering factor would be probably emotions too. And it's basically that's the tying up of, I call it like the holy trinity of who we are is our soul, our body, and our spirit. It's the holistic approach. So but the way we treat it, well, we should not so this is something new that I get used to change right now with the wordings that I said. So because they said treatment is just like putting a band-aid on it, what we're trying to do here is healing, repair, and healing would be the way to go to have long lasting or like the longevity of having a great skincare or a great skin. So and anorganic skincare products contain harmful ingredients. So, when you just pick up a bottle of an anorganic skincare, you have to read its label, its ingredients. But, like, yeah, what all about this label? Like, you don't even know. Like, they're very, you can't even pronounce all of those labels. So, it's very much synthetic. A lot of them also claim that it's safe, but there's a lot of companies out there that is not exposing their labels properly. So
Mm-hmm.
there is this study that we have, uh, the Safe Cosmetic Organization that I've um, trying to connect to, and being part of the campaign is really know the labels. And there's also an app called Think Dirty that you could check all the labels, and and just browse if it's toxic.
Mhm.
So lo and behold, like you're trying to get away with all the toxicity on the pollution, viruses and other stuff outside. But the toxic itself is just in your bathroom or in your vanity room that comes
Because
in
of
these
the products that
beautiful
you're using.
packages.
Yes, because of the
Well,
products
a
that
lot
you're
of us are
using.
not aware, right? We just trust anyone, any brands that is all on the mainstream media giving us all this advertising, and it's getting into our subconscious and trying to connect with them and without even knowing. So we're kind of like being blindfolded too. So it's nice to be aware also what we're putting into our body, and we always neglect that our body is the largest breathing organ of our whole system. So that's how about I think about being holistic skincare. And holistic skincare is also part of the whole holistic healing of your body. So my approach is not just at the surface, it's really more of, I call it the holy trinity of
Yes,
one's body, soul, and spirit. That's my approach.
yes. Actually, I love what you just said, and it really reinforces that the physical body, especially the skin, in your case, right? It's really connected to your emotions, to your spirit, to your soul, and if there are underlying issues or emotions that you haven't been confronting for the longest time, it can also show up in your skin.
Yeah.
And even the chronic illnesses that you have, it's also showing up. So it's really all interconnected. That's why it's truly important that when you have a lifestyle change, you make sure that even your mental and emotional state are
Oh, okay.
so well. And
So sorry, hold on.
yeah.
Well, I got a message. They said they can't view.
Oh,
They can't
it's
view the
it's
Facebook
it's already
streaming.
a watch party in highly favored.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
so anyway, yeah, let's go on. I'll just send her the link. I'll send it there if you
Yes.
want to view. Yeah.
Okay. For those who are live right now, those who are watching the watch party, and even those
Can they
who
just
are, yes, you could
click?
write "I am beautiful" in the comment section. That will be your raffle ticket for the
Ooh,
prizes. All right.
girl,
Um,
I am beautiful. I love that.
yes. So just write in the comment sections, "I am beautiful."
Mhm.
This will be for those who are watching the watch party, because I made a mistake earlier. I shared it in my private profile page, but now it's being shared by a watch party at highly favored and financially blessed. So those who are
Mhm.
watching, just write the comments. Just write the phrase "I am beautiful," and that will be your ticket for the raffle draw. All right. Now, as I hear Julie talk more about her work, I couldn't, I could see that her life's work really resonates with her personal life. She loves skincare. She loves being beautiful. She's into creativity and into arts, and it shows as she expresses it through her work. And earlier she was also saying that the reason why she went into organics skincare is because of her baby Vela. She maybe you could continue on that because it really resonates with your personal life, and you're expressing your beliefs, your values through the work that you have right now.
Mhm. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So um yeah, I guess that's kind of part of it that I kind of incorporate who I am also in the lifestyle. So I think I really get a chance to know more about during the pregnancy, I guess, with me and Vela. That's the time I kind of realize more because I have more time to think about things, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I rested at the time during pregnancy also with Vela. And okay, yeah. So that's the time I was able to um, really reflect on probably like your soul's journey, but is redirect my life into a different and more meaningful life, I guess. So I just cut on all things that doesn't serve me well and focus on what is really essential. So that was the starting point, I guess. But previous to that, um I think I was on my way to really into knowing the passion, and also sharing this to others. Is it feels good to really share this vision and kind of mission of your soul's purpose to other people. And something, and you feel something good about it, combining at the same time the passion that you love. So people might think it's a vanity, but it's a good thing at the same time because you feel good about yourself. And yeah, I think beauty for me is more like a radiance of light that comes through your soul and reflects to your outward physicality. But people could sense it not on the surface, but the light that comes within you.
That's beautifully said. And I am sure that it was really a journey of knowing who you really are for you to be able to serve in this way, to to
Mhm.
to bring what you truly believe in, what you love out there for others to get value and benefit from.
Yes. So I think part of it is for me to inspire others too, that to really browse through like where they are right now in their life, and how were they able to um, first serve themselves, and then if they feel good about themselves, then they could just help others at the same time. Not necessarily help others, but would inspire other to do the same. So, we're not, I don't really believe in trying to be the superhero, but the only thing that you should do is to kind of um, shine your light within you and your space, and people just ignite, because every individual has the power. They're potent because if they find their natural gift, it's potent, it's powerful, and incredibly alive. That's how I feel.
I love what you said. Find your natural gift, and you have to serve yourself first so that you could actually be the person that you are meant to be and serve others truthfully and the most authentic way that you could serve. And the way I see Julie's work is it's really her. When I think of Skiniologist, when I think of Yodiha, I feel the energy of Julie being poured into those brands. And in life, whatever it is that you do, your energy is there, your stamp, your personal stamp is there. And that's why it's truly important for you to find your natural gift. It's I like to quote what you said. Find your
Yeah.
natural gift, and you have to serve yourself so that you could serve others and be authentically true to who you really are. And um but before, because you've gone through so many things before you were able to truly find your natural gift and to realize who you
Mm-hmm.
really are, diba? And you've gone through so many things, like you were telling me that you've gone through different industries, different kinds of work, and
Mm-hmm.
somehow it all intertwined. Everything that you have done in the past even if it's really far off from what you're doing right now, it all
Hmm.
helped. It all had a reason. It's like a small puzzle, and you're
Small puzzle
completing.
and now like a bigger picture. So
Yes,
I think when I was a little bit younger, I felt still young.
of course, we're
So,
all young.
so when I was a kid, I'm just kidding. So I think I was contemplating before, like, oh, a lot of people really know what their passion are. Because, like, for me, if I don't like the job, I quit on the day right away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like I'm that crazy. But because I can't take, like, I could feel my stomach, like, you know what I mean? I'm like throwing up. Sorry for those who are having breakfast watching us. So, but I can't take it. Like, I kind of vibrate towards my emotions. I don't know why I'm so emotional. I thought I'm just like a sensitive being, you know. And we always being bombarded not to use your emotion, even when we're a child, right? Our
Mm,
parents would tell us. I'm not sure. This is probably in general. I'm just telling about my own, but that
mhm.
is how we brought up, I guess. Like, okay, stop crying. You know, like stop crying because if they're gonna be embarrassed, you know, you're like having your tantrums. So we are not, most of us, we're not really accustomed to be comfortable about our emotions. I think especially um for for well, we are
Asian
women,
or
sometimes we are
Asians.
allowed. How about for men also, right? This is too bad, but we all have both those energy, masculine and feminine energy, and most of us are not being in touch with all those. For me, emotions is the energy stronghold. It's powerful because being vulnerable, because we always have this kind of bad impression about vulnerability, but it's powerful because we need to kind of slow down and see what's going on and like why I'm feeling this, right? And we kind of like shoo it, like shoo, like, no, I'm not gonna deal with emotions. I'm gonna be like this hardcore, strong, powerful, you know,
Mhm.
the patriarchal person. And we have to act as if you're strong, but we're not showing our emotions. That's not just in our culture, but society wise, I guess. Even though we're talking about emotions, it's funny because until now, it's still very taboo to really show your emotions, but it's not a weakness. It is part of really knowing what you're passionate about. So, like for me, I realized all those industries that I have that I won't mention because we're giving them free advertisement. Just kidding. But different industry incorporates me to become who I am right now. And before I don't understand that because, you know, there's this comparison and even people, sometimes people that you love do would question you like, why do you try to, you know, you're um, like a, you try to shift with different, like, because I could just like click, like, if I don't like the company, I just like,
You just resigned that
yeah,
day.
I walk away. Like, because I would use my energy and my energy through my emotions. I would feel this. I could feel energy if I know there's it's not something that, you know, alam mo yung the term is naiilang. So that's the
So
term.
you're not comfortable with it.
Yeah, so I'm aware of that. So
Mhm.
I won't stay with companies. I would just like few months or a day. I have done that.
You've done
And
a day and then you've left.
like I literally walk out.
Oh
Like
my
left
god.
them hanging. Yeah. I'm very unethical at the time, but I just follow, like I can't serve if I don't feel good about them because I felt like being like you guys tricked me during the applications. This is not what we talk about. So I walk out like an hour.
Wow.
So
I love how true to you you are, how true to yourself you are. And if you don't like it, then you follow your your
If it
feelings.
doesn't
And
serve you, let go. I mean, we always have this like, oh, you need a job, right? You need to, earn your living through being
mhm,
a slave to someone that you don't like. Like, no, that's not the way. Oh, I've done that for a while before, and like, sorry, the term is, sometimes you kissing their ass, right? Just like pleasing
mhm,
them, but it should be an equality, like an exchange of service. It's not about like we are the kings and queens and you are the slave. So it should be a different way of treating, because that's why they call it human resources.
mhm.
They don't value your gift, but just
Mhm.
you're just being there because that's just how society is.
Mhm.
We're just being run with this big system that we don't know why.
Yes.
So
Actually, there's a lot of wisdom to what you've just said, because a lot of Asians, even we tend to do something even if we're not really comfortable with it, even if we are not aligned to it, because of what we perceive society to expect from us. So yes, if your emotions are telling you, if there's that niggle of doubt, nugget of
mhm,
doubt within you, then you have to listen to that, because those are those are the messages from within you, and it won't really lead you astray. It's also true that we were raised, even in my generation, I'm sure also in your generation, we were raised to just be quiet, just let the adult
we're
talk.
batchmates.
Yes,
So
you cannot really express yourself. You just stay silent, stay in the corner, and you just
yeah,
listen. You just listen. You don't need to express yourself. And we carry that as we grow up. And it worked before when we were younger, but as we grow, it's not working anymore. You have to be true to yourself to express who you really are. If it's really so hard and that you're slaving for something that you don't really like, it doesn't make sense to stay there. And Julie is right. There is an exchange of services, there is an exchange of values, an exchange of energy. And you have to really be as authentic as you can be to yourself, because listen to your feelings, listen to your intuition. That won't guide you in the wrong way. It will lead you towards the path. The same as Julie and the same as me. I've also gone through so many industries, and so different kinds of work, different industries, different roles, but all of those are important pieces to what I'm
yeah,
doing right now. And with Julie, she's thriving because she was able to gain all those wisdom throughout those years. And what a journey it has been, right? And
yeah.
now, so tell us what's going on right now in your life other than work, because it's closely interrelated. Skiniologist, Yodiha, Jude Quizon, it's it's just like
Yes.
one. It's all one merged together.
Oh my God, you explained it so well. Thank you very much for explaining it easier than I do. Because sometimes you know so much about yourself, it's hard to explain in one sentence, and it coming from someone that we need, and you're good at that. And so you're right. I try to kind of incorporate everything related. So what it is that I'm good at and passionate about, my natural flow, right? And what it is that I'm passionate about, So incorporate them and what it is that I could serve others through the exchange of this value that I'm giving it, and knowing the value of what I do in my company and the product, right? Carefully selected all that. I put value and work into that. I do my research, we do product development, you connect with the right people and all those, you put energy on it. And I think as we mentioned before, and one of your guests is my friend Noel about
Yes.
the
Noel,
being
the
well,
relationship builder.
which yeah, he teach me a lot about relationship building too. That it's a novel really to sell, and he gave us this perspective of being valuable to your product, and you could selling is not something that you'll be shameful about because you're giving value to other person and in exchange. So we understand about that, like understand about that too with when I create this business, and it's the extension of who I am. So I take everything personally because that's the way that's the way I that's the way I do my work. I cannot separate. Well, some business and stuff, I guess, those are some tedious. You turn it over to someone who are expert, but the very core and soul of the company I have, that's why I want to have my own company, because I have the power to have my inputs on it as the creative force behind everything, so I could foresee it and just delegate other things that you're not good to other people's that are good with. Like I have a accountant, bookkeeper, other things that I would eventually delegate to other people, like photography,
Mhm.
designs and other stuff, labeling, the herbalists doing their thing. I just oversee things on it, but they're good at what they do. I don't have to be the herbalist, right? I don't
Yes.
have to be the organic farmer. I don't have to be the chemist because that's all their job. I don't have to be the label maker. So I
Yes.
would just
Uh-huh.
I'm just being connected to the right person, and then just the soul to hold them all together. I'm kind of like the glue. I'm just behind the scene of
Mhm.
everything. And I also like basically listen to customers or clients or a distributor. And we just have a different point of view right now with Yodeha Organics. I'm just going to discuss a little bit more about that.
Yes.
So so this is all made in Ontario product, and right now we just focus on distributing it to holistic practitioners who kind of know their craft, and they will be the one who would recommend it to their patients. So then the reach of it is bigger than me individually putting it online, because we started it with online business,
Mhm.
and it's a lot of job. It's
Yes.
a large scale, and I think during that time, I call it my summer solstice, when I kind of like, oh, okay. Every time I would think about, I'm sifting and sifting all the business model to a very specific market. And now, like, you started with everything you want to, like, okay, we'll do global, all those things. But like, okay, let's start first here, like small. So
Mhm.
just in the local community, and we call it our dispensing holistic practitioners. So it's just available as of now to our dispensing, um, very few, but most of the products we will be exclusive to our Skiniologist. That is another uh,
Yes.
company that I'm running to, which is we call it the ready to run businesses. So you could be a diamond Skiniologist, an infinite e-commerce Skiniologist. Just check on my website to know more about this.
Mhm.
I don't think so. This would be, because it's like I could discuss more of that eventually to anyone who's are interested. But anyway, so I kind of have this control of trying to have this exclusivity for them,
Mhm.
creating and crafting organic natural products for those who would join our school, which is our Skiniologist. And also, this is part of our Happy Skin advocacy. So just trying to shape shift this kind of business that I have with what I know and what I could able to have a hands-on connection to, instead of going super global right away, because I one of the studies that I have that the potency of the product towards the people living in the local area is 1,000 miles away, so very local. So we should use whatever products that we have in our backyard if we all were able to plant it. And most of us
Yes.
are now planting because we realize that we need the sustainability. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my belief core for now. So the reason I just want to share it towards your guests who are the lucky winners, for them to have a glimpse of what organic products here. But there will be product that more of like a gifting to them, but basically the products will only be available here in Ontario for this line that we have. So we might not know eventually if we expand in other scale, but let's see. Let's
Yes.
just
You
focus on
just
what local is right
yes,
now, one
take it
day at a
one day
time.
at a time, and
Yeah.
it's truly it's good that what you've said. Actually, I am gaining a lot of wisdom just from hearing you speak. You said that it's important to really know your role and stick to your role. And
Mhm.
if you're not good at something, you can oversee and delegate it to someone who really
Yes.
specializes in it, so that at least you won't get stretched, especially if you're having your own businesses. And
Mhm.
the thing here is that the what Julie stands for as a person, it really reflects in the products that she's selling, and even the services that she offers to her clients. And it also shows in the advocacy, and even the school that she built. It's an online school.
Mhm.
If you're really interested to learn how it is to be a skiniologist, you could go to her website. It's juliequizon.com. And it's wonderful how you express your real self in all the things that you do, product wise, service wise, the advocacies, the schools. Everything is all interrelated. And it's good that you are very aware of what you can and cannot do. You
Mhm.
just stick to what you can do, and you just delegate the rest, and you take it one day at a time, because that's the way to go. If you're Because if you really think about your entire soul purpose, it can be overwhelming. So just do
Yes.
it one at a time and let it unfold little by little, because it will unfold. It just depends on how fast you move, how fast you take
Mhm.
actions, but
Mhm.
it definitely will. And Julie is a perfect example of someone who is in alignment of it all.
Mhm.
She knows who she really is, she knows her gifts, and she shows it. She expresses it through her company, through the work, and of course the people around her as well. She attracts that as well. So that's a really, really beautiful message, Julie. Thank you so much for your time. And
Well, thank you for having me.
I know that if we continue to talk, we would learn so much more, but it's now close to 10. So we're about to end. Now, for those who are, okay, the raffle draw I'll
Be
do it
there.
yes, I'll
Yeah.
do it later, but for accountability, I'll video it, all right? So, because I would need time to get the names of those who
Oh,
actually
okay.
wrote the
Can we
comment.
see other people? Because I didn't have my Facebook open, I guess. Do they have any questions or anything right now? Are there any comments on?
Let me see if there's actually, I keep on forgetting that I should look at comments.
So we could still address if they have any questions that we could link, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right. There's actually right now there's no question. I don't
Oh,
see any
okay.
question. Anyway, we will see how it goes, all right? Because I know that I made a human error at the beginning. So because I want to give fair chance to everyone to win
Oh, yeah, that's
the
good.
prize. Yes,
Yeah, so you'll just be announcing whoever
yes,
is gonna win.
yes.
And
I'll
yeah,
announce
so
and
Michelle's just gonna
mhm.
Michelle Brandy, because I love the word Michelle Brandy, will be sending the gift to whoever we attune to who would win this promotions or gift.
Yes. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, for watching live. And thank you again, Julie, for gracing us with your presence and giving us this wisdom because it's truly valuable when we actually see it through your work. All right. So God bless everyone. Thank you so much. And have a beautiful day for those who are in Canada. Have a beautiful evening.